What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we will be starting a new Skyrim Let's Play on the channel. So I know it's been a little bit, and we still have the other Skyrim Let's Play to continue with. I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. This one is going to be a modded playthrough, unlike the other playthrough. It's been hard for me to keep up with posting content on the channel, and also there's been a little bit of a dead period, mainly just due to engineering school right now. It's been a little crazy recently, but it is good to get back to playing a little bit of Skyrim. And this character, as you can see here, we have Haknar Bjorrgson. He is going to be a true Nord, a son of Skyrim, if you will. A true Stormcloak Nord, and we're going to kind of roleplay and have some fun with some things we can do with that. This will be a modded playthrough for sure, pretty heavily modded, but nothing too crazy or anything. It should still stay somewhat true to the original game, and I'm excited to go ahead and get into it, and we'll sort of explore Haknar and his story as we go along. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with him. As already you can tell, I have a mod on, and that is the alternate start, live another life mod. And so here's our guy, Haknar. I don't know, there's not really good lighting here for me to show him off, but here we are, you know, majestic beard and whatnot, looking like a true Nord. But yeah, we're going to be using the alternate start mod, and we're going to go ahead and start off as a soldier in the Stormcloak army. In the Stormcloak Rebellion, that's going to be important in Haknar's character arc and his story going forward. But I like this alternate start mod because it kind of gets you out of the same Helgen loop over and over and over again, and it gives you some roleplay options. So as you can see, you have the begin your new life quest from the mod, and then we have, because we're a Stormcloak, we've already got the joining the Stormcloaks return to Galmar situation. So we start off with a steel sword, which I will favorite, as well as a two-handed necklace, some rings, a shield, and just some clothes, no armor yet or anything. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get some armor from Galmar here in a second. I have the Imperious Races mod on, so it kind of changes some of our stats here. So you can see my magic is an 85, health is 110, stamina is 105. Also, my carry weight is at 325 to start out with instead of the standard 300. So here's the magic area. We are not going to be doing any of that. Being that this is a true Nord playthrough, I want to stay away from magic as much as I can. And that is going to kind of be one of the things we're going to play with. So I can use enchanted items that I find in particular if they are like an artifact or something, and because in that case it's already a pre-enchanted weapon, I cannot enchant my own weapons. I'm not going to be making any of those to go with the roleplay. And as far as enchanted weaponry goes, I'm going to try to stay away from most of them unless, like I said, it's an artifact. I'm not sure what I want to do with armors yet, so we're going to kind of play that as we go. But yeah, we're gonna do that with the no magic. We will have to use some alchemy just so I have some healing capabilities, which isn't really fitting with the Nord thing, but we'll find a way to incorporate it in the story. And yeah, we're gonna focus mainly on being a big two-handed Stormcloak, like barbarian type warrior, and I think that's gonna be a lot of fun for us here. So based off the races mod I have on, the Imperious Races mod, I get the Warrior's Heart bonus, which, as you can see, in combat, your attack damage and elemental damage are increased by up to 40% based on how much health you're missing. I also have the 25% frost resistance. And then this History of War ability is also from being a Nord. Once I hit levels 10, 20, and 30, I can choose a race, and my weapons and spells are 35% more effective against that race. We will be choosing all Elven races for that. Because that's going to be another part of our roleplay, is that we're going to hate all of the elves. Any Thalmor that we see will basically attack on sight, except for the ones in cities, because I don't want to pick up bounties and stuff all the time. But if we see a Thalmor like patrol walking around, they are 100% fair game, and we will be definitely working through them pretty quickly. I also have the Ordinator perks of Skyrim on, so all of the perk trees are completely redone. That is a great mod to look into if you guys haven't played with it before. It is outstanding. It completely redoes all of the perk trees, fleshes them out a lot more, and gives you a lot more options in it. With it on, though, there are a lot more perks available, so I like to run, in conjunction with that, a mod that just boosts the amount of perk points you get, because if you're going to have more points available to spend, then you can actually kind of explore these new trees a little more. So we'll see that. I will focus on smithing, heavy armor, block, and mainly two-handed first. We'll delve into some one-handed and archery as well. The other trees I'm going to look into is going to be mainly speech, because with the Ordinator mod, that affects our shouts, and we're going to be pretty shout-heavy here. Being a true Nord of Skyrim, we're going to focus on that. We might delve a little bit into alchemy just for the heal part, but that'll really be the main focus of the character as we go. So a little backstory on old Haknar here. He is of an imperial family, the Bjorrgson family, and his family used to serve in the Imperial Legion back in the day, back in the Great War. And they were an honored noble family, but after the White Gold Concordat was signed and the Great War came to an end, the Bjorrgson family wasn't too happy, and they made that publicly known, and they were sort of ostracized and outcast for it. They had all of their nobility taken from them, all their lands, titles, houses, and everything, and they were sort of dishonored. And so Haknar came back to Skyrim. Him and his family is still back in Cyrodiil, as far as he knows. They could be dead for all he knows. He hasn't spoken to him in forever. So he's come back to Skyrim after hearing about Ulfric and his rebellion to join up with the rebellion and fight the Empire and free Skyrim for himself. After all, the Bjorrgsons are originally from Skyrim. So that's kind of where we're going to pick up with it. And yeah, I'll go ahead and start the quest with joining the Legion. We'll sort of begin with the Civil War and branch out from there. But the biggest thing is just getting started in this initial Let's Play, this initial episode.
I'm not. They demand the move.
Alright, well, we're having some issues already. Alright, sorry about that. Some technical difficulties with the mod not wanting to start the quest for me, but we have that fixed, so let's go ahead. And what's the mission, Galmar?
I have found the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain.
Well, that's
We're headed
nice.
to Corvinjund, but if old King Bjorrgson is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here. Don't wait
All right.
around for me.
So, let's go ahead, get rid of these clothes that they gave us. Put on the initial Stormcloak stuff, including the Curious. Because all we have right now is the steel sword. We will also equip the shield. But we're going to look to move on to a two-handed weapon pretty soon. So, because of the mod, we're starting with kind of nothing already. But we're already on the Civil War quests. So we will see how that goes as we move on. But yeah, just a little bit more about old Haknar here. Like I was saying, he hails from an imperial family that's sort of been dishonored. And now he seeks to... Oh yeah, this is the faith mod I have. So because we are so devout and Nordic, we will be a Talos worshiper. So let's go ahead and accept Talos. No, not survival mode. Don't want that. Anyway, so as I was saying, he hails from a dishonored family in Cyrodiil. And he is 100% seeking to sort of reassert his family's name and, sort of get the nobility back about them. So he's going to quickly try to become the Thane of as many holds as he can. But his number one priority is fighting off the Empire and the Thalmor and, making sure Skyrim truly does belong to the Nords. And that, that's going to be his whole thing. He's going to be one of those types of characters for us, and I think that'll be some fun roleplay potential for us to explore there. So for those who do not know, as we head off to Corvinjund, which is a Nordic ruin where the Jagged Crown is believed to lie. The Jagged Crown is important because the original High Kings of Skyrim are believed to have worn said crown, and that is sort of like it sort of validates the claim to the throne, if you will, of Ulfric, and it's more of a political statement, if you will, in this case, than it is an actual power play in terms of the war. But it's important to Galmar mainly, but also to Ulfric to some extent. I don't know if you could hear them very well, but in there, Ulfric was saying that a crown doesn't make a king, which I think is a very true and apt statement for him to make. But it's sort of just the legitimacy of his claim is Galmar's point about getting the Jacket Crown. So that is our first mission here with the Stormcloaks, and we're going to look to rise the ranks pretty quickly. I also do have a mod installed that changes the Stormcloaks' battle armor as they go into battle, and I will probably try to loot some of that armor off of my fallen comrades. It's Mahik the Liar!
How does anyone know there was a city of Winterhold?
Interesting. I'm having a texture glitch right now with these roads, but it's, you know, it's whatever. We're just going to plow on through and pretend that we don't see that really weird purple thing. But because we haven't discovered anything, we're going to have to just walk all the way to Corvinjune, which is fine with me, you know, enjoy the landscape of Skyrim, walk past Anga's Mill here. So yeah, the Haknar here, he's going to be focused pretty heavily on climbing the ranks of the Stormcloaks, proving his worth in battle, because that's what his family name became known for. And he's going to want to prove himself there. He also just has a grudge against the Empire and Imperials in general, and is going to look to overthrow them and kill as many of them as he can. He absolutely despises elves, and is going to, at most every opportunity we can, going to slight elves if at all possible. And if we run into any Thalmor, it is a required kill on sight for us. We're not really going to do very many sneaky things, you know. We're going to do our best to avoid just blatantly breaking like the laws of Skyrim and stuff, because he is more of a law-abiding citizen, as far as when it comes to just respecting the laws of Skyrim. So yeah, and then with some of the mods we're going to play around with, you guys have already seen some of the Faiths mod that I have. That just sort of allows us to roleplay a little bit more with the Talos worship, and it gives us some added benefits, in particular with our shouts that you wouldn't get in the base game. I have some aesthetic mods on, in particular with like sword shapes and some armor types, the immersive armors and the immersive weapons mods, stuff like that we'll sort of see as we go throughout. And yeah, I'm really just excited to be back playing a little bit of Skyrim, kind of relaxing some. And with the anniversary edition coming out and all, I'm not going to get it because I'm not going to pay $20 more to upgrade to it. I've already bought this game enough times, in my opinion. But it just kind of got me back in the mood to play some Skyrim. And so here we are. You know, I figured it'd be a fun character to do, as sort of the true Stormcloak Nord, if you will. And see what sort of roleplay opportunities there could be there with that. I've seen some people on YouTube do like a pure orc type of playthrough in the past, and kind of want to do something similar.
Right.
Oh,
hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
dude, I don't have any valuables. Walk away now.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not gonna ask again.
Yeah, dude. I'd rather die.
Dead.
Oh, I might actually die. This dude's kind of tough. Good thing he only has daggers. It's annoying that I get robbed immediately on like level 1. Oh, here we go. And Haknar has his first kill. Stupid lizard. Take all his stuff. Ooh, a hunting knife. Take all his stuff for sure. Alright, I don't know what all this stuff is. We're just going to walk on by it. We are on a mission. And that mission is to get to Corvingen. Or Corvinjund. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. But, yeah. So, biggest thing, we're probably going to go through the Civil War quest line first, because that is going to definitely be Haknar's #1 priority. After that, we will work towards the Companion's quest line. That fits him very well, and would definitely be something that he would be interested in joining up and getting some valuable experience and honor that way. And, you know, we'll kind of see where it goes from there. Going to be a little bit more of a laid-back playthrough. You know, if just hopefully we can have some fun, and hopefully my mods won't completely freak out and break the game. We've already had some initial troubles with them, so hopefully that'll kind of be all that we have to deal with there, and there won't be too much extra craziness. Oh goodness. Battle of the Pale discovered. This is one of the other mods I have on, which is the Battle Aftermath mod. And so it leaves some... Oh, sweet. Here we go. Stormcloak battle stuff. That's what we want. But it sort of leaves some actual like damage and carnage behind after some of these battles. Versus in the vanilla game, where there's really not any. You know, you hear about this war and all these horrible battles and all that are going on, and that's really kind of it. You don't actually ever see anything come of it. Except for, you know, in the exact quest that you're involved in, which doesn't really make any sense. So this mod kind of works to just you know, give you some situations like this where you run into a bunch of dead soldiers, and you know, you can kind of see the impacts of the actual war on the environment. It makes it a lot more immersive, makes the game feel a lot more real, in my opinion. And it also gives me a chance to get a lot of early loot. I think I've got enough of this Stormcloak battle armor at this point, but I will put that on once I finish looting up here. But yeah, a halberd, finally. Eat that meat pie too. Officer armor. That's nice. I don't know if I should wear the officer armor yet or not. I don't know if I've earned that. Iron Greatsword. Amulet of Mara, that's nice. But yeah, definitely gives me a chance to get some early loot, get some, barbarian helmet. Get some money and stuff like that under my belt. I am already over encumbered. Let me eat this food that I came with. I don't need all of that. Also, go ahead and try those ingredients. Drop the hunting bow. I can drop one of the Imperial bows too. And drop the longbow. But yeah, so to me, this is actually really cool. You know, you see the Stormcloak banners. You see, like, this clear, like, massive battle that took place. Looks awesome to me. And, you know, just things like this, to me, are what makes modded Skyrim so much better than normal Skyrim. Big fire pit where they burned people. You can see an overturned camp here. Pretty cool. Also, these capes of Skyrim mods are also really interesting to me. I really enjoy seeing those. I heard someone... Oh, that's what I thought. Got a spider sneaking up behind me. Nice stab there. Let me do a quick difficulty check because I am not sure what we're on. Adept, okay. I was just making sure. But yeah, big battle of the Pale. I don't know exactly how that mod's going to interact with the actual Civil War itself, if we'll see some aftermaths of some battles we were involved in, or what we could expect to come of that. But that'll be an interesting thing to watch. I'm going to go ahead and equip the halberd, since we're going to be a two-handed warrior for the most part. And that'll let me also go. And alright, so we got the officer armor. I don't want to put that on just yet. It seems a little cheap to me to go ahead and just jump straight to the officer's armor. I do kind of want to be a heavy armor type. And we have this dark plate hood here, which is heavy armor. The rest of the Stormcloak armor is light armor, which is fine. So now this is us which I think, oh yeah, see that looks so much better to me. Yeah, much cooler. Kind of has that ancient Nordic aesthetic to it, which I really enjoy. I think the base game's armor style for the Stormcloaks in particular was pretty weak, so I like to see that get added in. So let's go ahead and meet up with Galmar here and see if we can go get this crown. See, I want that helmet. Oh, shit.
Welcome to the Stormcloak.
Hi, Rayloff.
This place.
You too?
Anyway, I'm gonna skip through your dialogue because I'm not supposed to know you yet. Yeah, I want that helmet. That's the one I want.
Cold as the inside of an ice wraith.
Anyway, hey Galmar.
Damn Imperial spies! Well, should be fun for us at least. They don't seem to know we're here yet. Ready to spill some Imperial blood for Skyrim?
Absolutely.
That's what I...
You must be the new Unblooded.
Yeah, everybody's gonna call me Unblooded because I'm brand new, but don't worry, that's gonna go away once they see what I can do. Once they see my skills, which I don't have any yet, but I will. I will. I'm gonna prove my worth. Alright, we got a bunch of archers. Oh, good overhand.
Not quite good enough, are you?
All these shielded guys. Shields always annoyed me to fight against. Two-handed's already leveling up though, so that's good to see. I want to get a Stormcloak cape. I need one of those. I want one of these cool like Imperial style capes, but I want it, you know, Stormcloak version. That'll be cool to add to our collection here. Oh, this dude's in a bad spot. Oh goodness, Galmar just messed him up. Come on. Moving on up. I'm gonna have so many arrows by the end of this. Ooh, an Akaviri blade. We'll add that. We will definitely add that. Alright. I don't know if I've ever just jumped straight into the Civil War. It's normally a quest line I kind of avoid because I feel like they didn't do a great job in making it, honestly. It kind of becomes a little boring, so I hope that doesn't drag on the Let's Play too bad. That iron armor would be better for me, but it doesn't look nearly as cool, so sorry. But yeah, I hope it doesn't drag on the Let's Play too bad. It's just, it fits this character so well to just jump straight in, and it fits with the backstory I made. So, I just went ahead and went with that off the rip. But we will definitely be exploring the main quest line in its entirety, and in particular, at least up to meeting the Greybeards and all. Because Haknar is definitely going to be someone who embraces his role as the Dragonborn and as the savior of Skyrim. That's something that he's going to be very apt to really embrace and push to its fullest potential. All right, we got some more Imperial dogs down here to get rid of. Ugh, no shield for you. You're a goner. Quick. Break your block. Hit you with a quick 1-2. You're a goner. Oh, watch out, Galmar. You're going to get yourself killed, buddy. Goodness. He does have a tendency to just run right in the way, doesn't he? Ooh, an Amulet of Archay. We've already got our level up, so we'll go ahead and put our first one in there. So we have 3 perks to increase already. I wasn't even paying attention. Definitely want the two-handed mastery. Both levels of it. So now our two-handed weapons do 50% more damage, and critical strikes 2% more critical damage per level of two-handed, which is nice. And reduced stamina power attack is going to go straight for that as well. We're probably going to be a pretty focused character when it comes to the perk trees. I don't expect us to branch out all that much because we're kind of just going to be a big two-handed warlord barbarian type. So as far as that goes, we can kind of really explore all of the options in the two-handed and armor trees and stuff like that. So that can be good and bad. I mean, you know, the Sneak Thief gameplay is always the go-to desired gameplay for everybody. But every now and then, you know, you just need to go crush some skulls in. You know, go really beat on some people. Can be a lot of fun. Alright, good job, team. Let's go. Way to go. Oh. Drop some frames there for a second. This guy's trying to lag switch me. It won't work. It won't work, Imperial Dog. Take all the potions I can get, because with the no magic rule, healing is going to be very difficult, and we are going to require potions to do that for sure. Potions are going to be pretty essential to our gameplay. So as we start to establish ourselves a little bit more in the world, potions will take a huge role in our gameplay. As far as me not staying back and listening to every little thing Galmar has to say, first, that's just easier for me to play, but also it's kind of fitting for this character because I'm kind of doing it as someone who he thinks, you know, Haknar, he thinks he's better than most everybody else. And he is very much focused on achieving his own glory. He's not as concerned about following orders as he is about getting the job done and looking good doing it. Very confident in his abilities and is very much the kind of guy who's just going to charge in ahead of everybody, no holds bar, risk everything, and you know, hit things with a big axe or a hammer first and ask questions later. I don't know if I want to do like a great swords or an axes or a warhammers type of character. I'm not sure where I want to go with it. There are benefits and drawbacks to each one. I'm kind of leaning towards axes or halberds or, you know, that type of two-handed weapon, because the companions will let you use Wuthred at the end of it, and it does extra damage to elves, which I think is incredibly fitting for this character. Go ahead and grab this claw, check the password on it. Incredibly, yeah, the Wuthred's ability is incredibly fitting for this character, and, you know, it would be a shame to me to pass that up. Let me double check this. I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, I think it'd be way too fitting for this character to turn that opportunity down, so I'm kind of leaning towards Axis because I think that'll work really well as we advance throughout. And we have already started off, we have an Iron Halberd now, so it just kind of fell that way for us. So yeah, we'll see what we want to do with that. I'm not too familiar with the two-handed perk tree in the Ordinator mod, so we'll have to look around and see what benefits are there. But that's kind of the way I'm leaning right now, as far as that goes. That's right, this place. Okay, I remember this place. This quest is a little bit unique to the Civil War quest line. It's the only, like, dungeon thing that we really go through. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up that Tonto. But yeah, it's the only, like, dungeon thing that we really go through. Most of your things are more like go capture this fort or free these prisoners and, you know, win this battle type of thing. This is kind of unique, especially because it's not like really a strategic military move. Like I said earlier, it's just a political statement, honestly. Kind of just a flex from Ulfric, if you will. But yeah, I feel like this questline could definitely... That was close. I feel like this questline could definitely have been a lot better. God, that's a big halberd. Could have definitely been a lot better from Bethesda, because it does kind of drag, and it does get a little bit boring of just, you know, going and killing mobs of enemies and then moving on and going and killing more and more mobs of enemies. There's not really that much intrigue or strategy and stuff like that, so it leaves a little bit to be desired, but it's overall, it's not a bad quest line by any means, in my opinion. It's just not one of the strongest in the game. And, you know, once you've played it, you've played it. You know, you can play one side for the Imperials, one side for the Stormcloaks. Once you've done that on both sides, you're kind of, there's not much else to see. at that point. There's not too much to explore from that point on.
Come on, let's see what's down this way.
But it is a good starting point for this character, for Haknar.
Just keep an eye out.
And it'll hopefully help us get some good loot and some good gear early on in the game before moving into more difficult stages of the late game. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, got a Scourge already? Oh, this is actually going to be tough. Ow. I mean, even a Restless is tough for me right now. I'm just a level 1. A Scourge is a lot. Alright, well, when you have all these people with you, I guess it's really not that big of a deal, is it? There he goes. Took him down already. I will take the Jagged Crown. It is very valuable, isn't it? Alright.
Tell Ulfric he owes me a drink.
Apparently Ulfric owes Galmar a drink because of this. I'm going to drop the Battle Axe. So the Halberd does 26, the Ancient or Greatsword does 26, but it will swing a little faster. But I'm not all that worried about it, to be honest. Ooh, lockpicking. One of those things that while it wouldn't make that much sense in like the lore of this character for Haknar to be a good lockpick, kind of just has to for the way the game plays. It's kind of essential. Let's go ahead and read the word wall here. Get our Dragon Shout. Ooh, slow time. That is a good one. I forgot. That one is in this dungeon. I think that's all really the loot that there is. Yeah, that was the first quest of the Civil War. And as you can probably already see, it wasn't anything super interesting or crazy, in my opinion. It was just go clear this dungeon, grab this crown type of thing. But, you know, it's just kind of where we are. I am so tempted to kill this lady and take her. You know what? I'm going to do it.
Watch it. You're pushing your...
I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill her and take her helmet. And I don't care if it's a little bit worse than the one I have on right now. Yeah, you can have that one. I am putting on the primitive... Oh, I already had one. Well, that's awkward. I'm sorry. I didn't need to do that. We're going to... Alright, that didn't happen. We're going to pretend like we didn't just murder one of our comrades for their helmet when we already had that exact helmet. Which mine... It's a different model for the guys and for the girls, but it still looks pretty cool. Even if my beard can't be contained by those fragile steel plates. Level 2 already, almost level 3, and our two-handed is already up to level 30, which is leveling up really freaking fast, honestly, considering we have, like, no buffs on it. We have, like, no standing stones or anything on that. So we'll go ahead and fast travel back to report back to Ulfric and see where we want to go in the Civil War quest line from there. As this will progress onward. I am excited to just kind of go back to, so like the first character I ever played on Skyrim was like a big two-handed warrior type. Ugh, I love these bench textures. They're so nice. It's really the little things for me. Anyway, I get distracted so easily. But yeah, the first player I played in Skyrim was a big two-handed warrior type of character. And I really enjoyed that, and it was really simple, and it kind of just brings me back to old school nostalgia stuff. And then ever since then, everything has been like either a mage or a sneak thief assassin type, because that gameplay to me is a little bit more fun, a little bit more in depth. But it is nice to just go back to just smashing skulls in.
I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift.
Honestly, dude, let him take Winterhold. Like, what is Winterhold really? It's like 5 little huts on the side of a falling over cliff. Like, come on. Nobody cares. Anyway, here's the Jagged Crown.
Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you run into any trouble?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Spirit. I'll get all the details from Galmar when he gets back. Now then, I'm glad you're here. I have a message I need delivered to the Jarl of Whiterun.
Ooh, a message, huh?
greater.
An axe?
Yes, an axe. How long have you been in Skyrim? Give
Like
the man
30
my
minutes.
axe. If he keeps it, I will bide my time. If he returns it to you, it means war.
Understood.
Keep your wits about you. The Jarl of Whiterun is known for his temper.
Interesting. I have an angry Jarl to deliver an axe to, I guess. So, thus begins the message to Whiterun quest. To deliver an axe to the Jarl of Whiterun, which we're going to go ahead and do in this episode. We'll go deliver the axe, figure out what he wants to do with it, and that'll wrap up the episode there. That'll be episode 1 for us. There will be some more episodes to come pretty quickly, I hope. The only thing is, like I said earlier, I've got some issues with old engineering school right now. It's a pretty heavy course load. I don't know if anybody could relate to that, but we got finals and stuff coming up pretty soon. So schoolwork has been keeping me busy. I've been able to put out some analysis type videos, but not as many as I would like. Hopefully, with finals coming up soon, we'll go ahead and we'll plow through those, making some of these Let's Plays. And after that, I should be able to make a lot more content for the channel, at least until next semester starts. So that'll be good. That's exciting to me, at least. I'd so much rather be making YouTube videos than doing engineering homework. Give me your carriage. Need to go to Whiterun. You know, I think it's kind of annoying I have to pay to go to Whiterun, even though I'm here on Ulfric's bidding. You know, you'd think he'd give me 20 gold to go make this journey. I get no respect around here. Old Haknar. No respect. Alright, here we are at the Whiterun Stables. I do like Whiterun's environment. It's such a nice little area with the big mountains. And anyway, on our way up to good old Whiterun. And, you know, we might stop by the smithy and sell some of our miscellaneous items and whatnot on the way. Do we have any capes that I can wear already? I mean, I know we've got nothing labeled Stormcloak cape. The only capes I think we have are the Imperial ones, or cloaks, whatever. Not capes. Yeah, we got 3 different Imperial cloaks. I want a big blue Stormcloak one. I mean, I know we have the bear pelt, which kind of works, but I like the flowy capes, or cloaks, whatever you want to call them.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I have an important message from Ulfric Stormcloak.
Jarl will definitely want to talk to you. You'll find him in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
Alright, good. Good. Into Whiterun we go. Old Haknar here.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't
Must
fill an
you?
order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
Greymane would never
I'd
sell
sooner
to
bend
the
my knee to Ulfric's
Battleborns.
Stormcloak.
Yeah, well, you will be soon enough.
Greymane
Idle
would
off.
never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn.
Greymane.
You're either a Stormcloak sympathizer or a fool. Either way, you're no friend of mine.
I'm gonna kill you,
Long live
Idleoff.
the Empire.
I'm gonna kill you, Idleoff. I just want you to know that. I am going to kill you, you weak little milk drinker. Anyway, let's talk to
I
Adrian.
don't claim to be the
What you got for
looking
sale?
to protect yourself or deal some damage.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm just interested in selling you some stuff. All this stuff to sell. Which is kind of nice to already have all this much stuff to sell, but I guess you really, I mean, you get that in the base game too. When you go through Helgen and all that, you already get a lot of good gear. I'll hold on to the officer stuff for now. Yeah. All right. Let's see if she has anything that interests me. Bunch of stuff I just sold her. Hide helmet of archery, don't care. Yeah, nothing too interesting. Any weapons I might be interested in? Steel warhammer. Steel battle axe for 300 gold though, and it does. If I do 26, it would do 28. Yeah, that's not worth 300
Don't
gold.
forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
All right, we went ahead and sold off all that. Got our carry weight back down, so we'll go ahead and head up to the Jarl
Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
and see what he wants to do with Ulfric's war axe. Also, I'm gonna go head up to the Shrine of Talos and get blessed. I guess I completed the Unbound quest. I don't know. Ugh, this dude. Even though I like agree with him and stuff. Oh, that's right. I'm praying. Yeah, even though Haknar agrees with him about all this Talos stuff, he annoys the hell out of him. Haknar has a pretty short temper. He is very quick to ire, which may definitely come up at some point. And while we will generally avoid committing crimes, with that quick temper, it would not surprise me if we end up murdering a few people who we don't think need to be around anymore. What a nice great hall. Good woodworking.
My lord, please.
Piss off, elf.
Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Yeah, I don't talk to you, filthy elf.
Well, I trust you have something vitally important to tell me. Important enough to interrupt me in the middle of council?
I have a message from Ulfric Stormcloak.
And I'm sure he told you it was urgent. Well, he's not the only Jarl in Skyrim with problems to deal with.
You're about to have more problems to deal with if you don't shut up.
It will have to wait until after I finish dealing with this dragon situation.
There was dragon
You were
situation?
when it was attacked? You saw this with your own eyes?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Irileth was right.
Yeah.
What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to
All right, well,
strength of our
I didn't
walls
expect that.
against the dragon?
Apparently, Whiterun has some dragon problems. Also, I have an Embers mod, and I'm getting distracted again, but I have an Embers mod, and it looks so nice. But yes, apparently Whiterun's having some dragon issues, and he won't talk to me until I solve them for him, which is moderately annoying, but it also doesn't shock me at all.
Burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me.
I want her sword. That's a cool looking sword.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out.
Really?
on
Hey,
your own
hey,
initiative.
hey! I'm having a conversation.
You've done Whiterun a service.
God. Oh,
I won't forget
God.
it.
Preventus, you're the worst.
Take this as a small
You're gonna give me
token of
Imperial
my
armor? Really?
There is
That's what you're
another
gonna do
thing
for
you
me?
could do. Come, let's go find Farengar.
Yeah, let's go find Farengar. Maybe he won't be as annoying as... Oh, he's a wizard. Great.
Come to Dragon's Reach.
Jarl said you got a project.
Project?
Whatever. Let me take a look at this studded armor he gave me. Alright. Yeah, I had a bunch of it. I'll go sell it.
I don't think so. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winter.
I'd never join that college of mages prancing around reading their books.
Farengar, I think I found
Don't
someone
need
who can
that.
help you with your dragon project.
Yeah.
Go ahead and fill him in with all
Apparently I'm your little helper
So
now.
Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons.
Well, as much as I don't
Yes,
like
I
you,
could use someone to fetch
or your
something
Jarl
for me.
so far,
Well, when I say fetch,
I am interested in the
I really
dragons,
mean
so
delve
that's
into a dangerous
that's cool.
ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet
Dangerous
that
ruin,
may
that
or
also
may not
intrigues me.
actually be there.
Like, just tell me what you need me to do.
You're eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh?
Yeah, well then shut
I,
up.
Learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls.
Alright, that's all I need to know.
This is a priority.
Stone tablet, that's all I need to know. I can't deliver the axe, so we will go to get the dragon stone so that I can deliver the stinking axe. Man, you gotta deal with so much disrespect. Nobody listens to you. Oh, I'm not gonna deal with your problem until you deal with my problem. Ugh, just obnoxious. But yes, at least Haknar is very interested in this dragon concept that he's been hearing about. Apparently the dragons have returned, they burned down Helgen, all that stuff. That is very interesting to him, and he's very interested in exploring that. Also, he's very interested in ancient Nordic ruins and stuff to explore, you know, more Nordic history and see what there is to discover on that front. So that is where we will be heading in the next episode to get the Dragonstone, return it. As everybody knows by now, after that we're going to have to fight a dragon, kill it, and then finally I will give Ulfric, or I will give Balgruuf Ulfric's axe and see what he has to say about it, and we will go from there. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other stuff on the channel while you're at it. And let me know what other kind of content you want to see going forward. And we will be back at you again with another Let's Play video, hopefully pretty shortly. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.